Ohio, Sekai, good morning, world.
Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Dr. Stone episode 21, Spartan Crafts Club. Now as I'm about to watch this, this just popped into my mind. Is this the kind of anime that has seasons? Or is this the kind of anime that the episodes are just gonna, keep going, keep going, like, I don't know, Bleach? Or did Bleach have seasons? I don't think he did. I don't think he did, right? Or is this the kind of animes that has, like seasons, like a My Hero Academia, and then you have to wait for whoever knows how long for them to come back? Because I don't want this to be that kind of anime. I just want it to keep on going and keep on going and keep on going because I love it so much. Okay, yeah, I'm about to react to Dr. Stone episode 21, Spartan Crafts Club. In last episode, Senku decided to make some cotton candy machine, and then they make cotton candy, and then their villagers had it for the very first time, and they're like, okay, they're just using that as some kind of testing thing to make sure that it's making the threads properly so that they can make gold threads that they can use in their equipment, electronics, so they can make the cell phones. And it wasn't working properly, so they had to make some kind of wheel thing by using Kohaku's shield, I guess. And it was working at first, but then that wheel thing gave Chrome an idea, and him and Kaseki, they went and created this big water wheel. The Senku was like, okay, with this, then we don't need any human force anymore. So yeah, I'm like, God, that's so awesome. So, and then he came up with that idea on his own, man. I just hope that Tsukasa never knows. He's gonna know probably sooner or later about them to Kaseki and Chrome, but I just don't want him to be like, okay, now I need to kill these two as well, apart from Senku, because he's been wanting to kill Senku for forever. So yeah, let him just not add Chrome and Kaseki to the list because they're awesome. And Senku and Tsukasa are like, okay, we have a few months until the snow melts or something or other before they can attack. So, if you want to see the reaction to this episode, you can just look in the comment section or in the description box for the link to my reaction highlight. And please come back for my review of this episode. And here we go. Let me go back and see what the specs are while they're going through all this. Okay, Senku's health skills: petrification, revival fluid, cure all sulfide drug, continuous counting. Oh, that's amazing. Gourmet science dish. Fox ramen, science snack, cotton candy, kingdom of science labor force. Attribute science user, OP body of knowledge spanning 2 million years of human science, not very strong. And then on the corner they say, I'm guessing his catchphrase, this is exhilarating. Okay, let's see. Kohaku, health skills: high speed foot dribbling, somersault kick, lioness, I remember that, dual wielding, okay, mighty fast, yeah, she is a gorilla. Extraordinary stamina and unmatched power, but she acts first and thinks later. Yeah, she does. Mighty good eyesight, 11.0, so the only option is to strike first. Kinro the guard, golden sphere, head-on strike, eye of science, glasses. Attribute straight lace, excels at both offense and defense, balanced but serious as hell, for sure. Rule that. Rules are rules. Okay. Ginro. Friendship, hard work, victory. Maybe it's finally my time to shine. Ginro the bodyguard, Ginro the awakened. Fastest at running away. Fastest at running away. Attribute loser. Runs away the second he knows he's at a disadvantage. You scum, Ginro. Oh my gosh, secret technique. Let someone else do it. I'll overcome fear with my head and my heart. And I love the music that's playing in the background. Suika. Great Detective Suika. Great. Spinny spin. Stealth mode. Attribute sneaking. For sure. She can turn into a simple watermelon. And snoop wherever she wants. So true. I'm going to make myself useful. Oh, that's what she does all the time. Kaseki. Bump up muscles. Back muscles. The fruit of 50 years as a craftsman. Katana. Oh yeah, he made it the katanas. Yeah, he crafted that, right? Attribute craftsman, a skilled craftsman who can craft anything. When he gets excited about making something, he tends to lose his clothes. Ho ho, how exciting. This is catchphrase. Again, super awesome magic. Mentalism. Guessing the card fraud. Mentalism. Guessing birth date. Fraud. Vanishing act. Has he done a vanishing act? Ice cold cola. A curse to make one's heart explode. Oh yeah, he did that on Magma. Attribute mentalist. Manipulates people with his words and magic, but he's incredibly weak. Black Nightshade. I'm going to win no matter who I have to dispose of. Oh my gosh. When did he say that? I don't quite remember. I was about to say they didn't do Chrome, but since Chrome is already going, there's no point, right? I love this episode. This episode was just them like crafting stuff. At first they made what did they make? A battery to contain that electricity, and then they made light bulbs, which they were having difficulty with that, but then they did it. And then once they had the light bulb, the Christmas tree, that was so awesome. And then after that, Chrome is like, okay, now that we have this light, I can go even deeper into the caves and look for all kinds of rocks and minerals and stuff. And he went, and in the meantime, Senku is like, okay, we need to make vacuum tubes. And he said that that's the heart of cell phones. But then the vacuum tubes wasn't working now, because the thing that they were using, when heated up, would like expand, and then the thing would break. And then Chrome came back, right, after some time with a bunch of stuff and plenty of copper. And they used the copper on the thing, but the thing it still wasn't working. And Senku was like, if we can make, I think they were using bamboo or something, and they're saying that it's too weak, it's never gonna work, and there's nothing else in their stone world that can work properly for the vacuum tubes. And Suika is like, I'm not giving up. I'm just gonna look through all the rocks that I've collected while working up and down the mountains and stuff. So she brings all these things, and she's just like searching through them. Senku and Chrome, like, they were sleeping, but Senku wasn't sleeping. He's like, okay, if there's nothing else that we can do to make the cell phones, then I need to think about, another plan, I guess. Gen comes up like, scare them. And they're like, okay, it's the New Year's, let's just watch the sunrise together. Senku, Suika wakes up with a particular rock in her hand. I knew that the rock that she was holding was going to be something special for them, and I didn't think it was going to be tungsten. I knew it was going to be something that they could use to make their cell phones, like to make the vacuum tubes. I don't know how it worked, but it wasn't until he mentioned tungsten, and I'm like, oh, this is like the strongest metal in the world that fire can, like, you can heat it up. Because I remember the My Hero Academia, what episode? I think it was during the provisional exam stuff, that you had Todoroki facing the ninja looking people, and the things that they were using were made of tungsten, and he couldn't like heat it up. Todoroki couldn't heat it up at all. So like I'm like, oh, strongest metal, and then you can't heat it up, so it can't be broken, it can't expand or anything like that. So it's gonna be perfect to make the vacuum tubes. I was just so glad that I figured out the tungsten stuff, that I actually knew what it was. So yeah, now they have the tungsten, and they need to make. They're gonna do the vacuum tubes. What steps is gonna come after that, I don't know. But like, why do they like? I don't know how this anime is amazing, because this episode was just about making stuff, like creating new things. It wasn't like it was advancing, well, it is advancing the plot because they're making the way towards making a cell phone, but I don't know, it's just making stuff, failing at them and all that, but it was still exciting, like, to see all those things come together, like when they make a new thing, the excitement in their faces, or when Senku is like, okay, I'm gonna make this, and Kenny is like, how are you gonna make this in this stone world? But he's like, okay, now I'm just not getting, surprised anymore, because Senku says crazy things all the time, and they end up making whatever it is that he's saying that they're gonna make. So like, why am I even getting, why am I even saying, this is impossible, like, this is not gonna be, you're not gonna be able to do this, like, we're going to, like, it's Senku. And it's Chrome, and it's Suika. Last episode, it was Chrome's idea to make the water wheel that led them into the age of energy. And now it's Suika that comes up with the tungsten that they can use to make the vacuum tubes for the cell phones. Love this. And then you have our master craftsman, Kaseki, who's like, for 50 years, I've just been like doing basically nothing. But then with your arrival, Senku, like, this has just been so amazing, and all that other people might not be that open to it, but like most of them are, like, they're cultivating stuff, they're hunting for meat and preserving them, hunting for fishes and preserving them. Like, it's gonna be winter, they're not gonna have like, access to a certain kind of foods, so they're gathering them and just preserving them, and the bottles and all that. This show is amazing. That is amazing, and it makes me wish that I could be there with them while they're discovering this new stuff. Like, how amazing would it be to be like discovering, like, a Christmas tree for the very first time, a big tree will light up with just light bulbs, and I don't know, it makes you appreciate things that you have right now that we don't appreciate, because, lights and a bunch of stuff we will take for granted. But in this anime, like, you have to think about what would happen if you were to lose all these things, because we depend on them so much. I don't know. This anime is amazing. This anime is amazing. And I loved it. Love this episode. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this episode, this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please come back on Thursday for my reaction to episode 22. Episode 22 of Dr. Stone. And if you want to see the full length to this reaction, you can check it out on my Patreon at patreon.com/Filimini. And I will see you next time. Bye.
おはよう世界、Good morning